Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Kevin E., also known as Keemer, with a reboot of the 7th Floor Coogs show. I'm going to be doing a little solo one right here just to do one real quick, get it out of the way, but I want to welcome everybody back. And what I'd like to talk to you about today is the Coogs' first win in the Big 12 this year against Cincinnati on the road. Final score was 67-60. And the Coogs, I have to admit, did not look real good in this game. A very, very slow start, even though they played against a familiar team. Cincinnati is a familiar team to Houston. We played them many, many years in Conference USA when we were there, and now we're playing them here in the Big 12. And it's one of those situations where we're both familiar with each other. We both know how to attack each other. And these games are always close between Cincinnati, regardless of who's ranked where, who's got the better team, so on and so forth. It's almost like a rivalry game coming out of the Big 12 these days. But anyway, moving right along, I wanted to share a couple of insights that I had about the game. First of all, like I had mentioned earlier, it was definitely a slow start. A start that we should not have as Cougs. We need to get off to a fast start. We need to get the run and gun game going for a couple of reasons. One, yes, my friend Mr. Dave Constance keeps reminding me that we don't have an inside game, and I agree with that. And the next video that I'll put out, I'll share a little information about that. But you got to remember, this team is built around guard play, okay? Guard play. We've got Milos Uzan, we've got Kingston Flemings, and we got Sharp, the sharpshooter, who, by the way, scored his first 2 points of the game in the final 20 seconds, so I don't think he was sharpshooting there. But that's one of the things that really hurt this team. We shot 8 for 25 from the three-point line. That is horrible for a basketball team who's going to be guard-oriented or perimeter-oriented. Shooting 32% from three is not going to win you many ball games. And there was a point in this game, I think close to halftime, where we shot 16% from three. So we heated up a little bit in the second half, but 16% from three is not going to get it. Now, Uzan had 18, and Fleming, the man, had 19 points for us, but we can't have a guard score 2 points in the final 20 seconds out of that threesome, that triumvirate that we have, because we're not going to win that way. Granted, we have a couple of big guys, Chris Sinak and JoJo Tugler on the inside, but we can't expect them to score too much. That it's just not part of their game. Sinak, again, Dave, you're right, is very soft, and I'm going to actually play a little video in the next video of Kelvin Sampson and what he has to say about Sinak. But Sinak was built to be one of these one-and-done guys, you know, one of these guys that'll come in and be one and done. I just don't see it. Now, I do see it with Kingston Flemings. His game is much advanced compared to even Miles Uzan. I think if it was up to a draft right now and they both are in it, I think Uzan would be playing overseas and Fleming would have actually been drafted in one of the top, possibly first rounders, because of the polish that I see in his game. He has a lot to work on, don't get me wrong, but I see the potential. I would like to see him stick around for another year, and I think Sinek needs to stick around for about another 3 years here. He needs to leave when he's a senior, and maybe, just maybe, he'll put a little meat on his bones where he can and will hopefully develop an inside game. Right now, he's a paperweight, and I think he gets pushed around. I don't think he likes the physicality of this game. And he's going to need to get used to it, because as we go through the Big 12, we're going to have some physical teams that are going to be playing, we are going to be playing against. But I do want to remind everybody that as the season goes on, I'll be doing shows prior to and after all of the Big 12 games. Speaking of which, I think we've got a Big 12 game coming up tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And that Big 12 matchup is going to be against Texas Tech, who's actually a ranked team. What I'll do is I'll put out a little video about that probably tomorrow, and just to talk about the preview of the game. And like I said, we'll be covering the post game as well. But I did want to just get this video out to you guys to let you know that the 7th Floor Coug podcast is back, people, and it's just a reboot. But also, I want to share with you something that's also very important that just happened to the Cougs. It's not basketball related, it is football related. The Cougs pulled out of the transfer portal a running back out of Oregon. Okay, a redshirt running back out of Oregon. Why am I excited about a redshirt running back? Because he's going to come here as a junior, having played his freshman and sophomore seasons with Tulane under Fritz. His first 2 years in college were under Fritz. 2,700 rushing yards in 2 years out of Tulane. Okay, that's exciting. To think we just lost Dean and Connors. He's out. He's a senior, so he's got to go. And we're going to replace him with a running back from Oregon who redshirted and is coming here. As a freshman, his second game of the season, I think it was against Ole Miss. He had 100 yards and a touchdown. This guy has the potential. I don't know why he didn't get the chance in Oregon to run. I think they just had a crowded backfield. They brought in a couple of freshmen who were young standouts, and I think he just got moved down the ladder. Since he didn't play the first couple of games, he asked for a red shirt. Oregon granted him the red shirt, and he was looking around, and decided to come and play for Fritz again. And also the offensive coordinator for Houston was also his offensive coordinator when he was at Tulane. So he's coming back to a familiar place, and I really, really think he's going to do well here. From what I understand, he's able to catch the ball out of the backfield. He runs best between the tackles, and he is a big kid. Now, I'll have a little bit more about the transfer portal coming up here in a little bit as well in another video. But there's some sad news. We are losing 2 of our backup quarterbacks. Granted, Connor Wegman will be back next year, but we're also bringing in the top quarterback prospect recruit in the nation is going to come here next year as a freshman. So we'll see if there's not a little bit of a quarterback controversy. As you guys know, I've been very upfront about not liking Connor Wegman. Yes, I understand he was the guy this year, but I would have liked to have seen some other, this year I'd like to see some other talent, and maybe this freshman can make a stand here and take over the job. But anyway, that's coming down the road. We'll get a little video out on that. But for right now, Keemer here from his rooftop overlooking the water here in beautiful Puerto Rico. We'll see you soon, guys. Keemer out.